Group.
This is Conversations with Maas.
Lab Addicts Music
You know what
Group.
time it is? This is Conversations with Maas. Subscribe now. Lock in. Let's go. Real street, man, we watching Maas. Real street, man, we call on Maas. Real street, man, we watching Maas. Real street, man, we call on Maas.
Lab Addicts Music Group.
This is Conversations with Maas.
Lab Addicts Music
You know what
Group.
time it is? This is Conversations with Maas. Subscribe now. Lock in. Let's go. Real street, man, we watching Maas. Real street, man, we call on Maas. Real street, man, we watching Maas. Real street, man, we call on Maas.
Lab Addicts Music Group.
This is Conversations with Maas.
Lab Addicts Music
You know what
Group.
time it is? This is Conversations with Maas. Subscribe now. Lock in. Let's go. Real street, man, we watching Maas. Real street, man, we call on Maas. Real street, man, we watching Maas. Real street, man, we call on Maas.
Lab Addicts Music Group.
This is Conversations with Maas.
Lab Addicts Music
You know what
Group.
time it is? This is Conversations with Maas. Subscribe now. Lock in. Let's go. Real street, man, we watching Maas. Real street, man, we call on Maas. Real street, man, we watching Maas. Real street, man, we call on Maas.
Lab Addicts Music Group.
This is Conversations with Maas.
What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? It's Tuesday. It is Tuesday. It's another edition of Adult Conversations with Maas. I got some requests on Facebook to just put the video on Facebook. So now it's just on Facebook. Y'all don't have to come over to YouTube. It's cool. I just get some Facebook watch out. So that's cool too. But shouts out to everybody tuning in on Facebook. Shouts out to everybody watching. Shouts out to everybody watching on X. Yeah. Shouts out to everybody watching on X. Oh, and most definitely my people in Nigeria and South Korea watching on Africa TV. And last, but most definitely not least, everybody watching on YouTube, the Maas Appeal family, the MA family. Everybody had a good weekend. Hope everybody got to wind down from work to get away from everything that's going on in the United States, everything that's going on in the Trump administration. Hope everybody was just able to decompress, get away from everything, just renew and rejuvenate. But now it's Tuesday. And before we go any further, we got to give thanks to the Most High for allowing us to make it to another day. And with that being said, tonight, we are going to talk about men and women again. We had a very, very lively discussion last week. We got more lively as the night went. But last week we were talking about. I mean, we were talking about a lot of things, but in the end, we were talking about that men don't want hard women. And then we had a very, very good discussion about that last week. I think came to a firm understanding that women can't tell men what they want. And there's somebody out there for everybody. There's somebody out there for everybody. But tonight we're talking about women be plutonic friends. And before the show started, there were already comments. Shouts out to the ladies of iTalk. Shouts out to RP. If you haven't checked out the ladies of iTalk, go over there and check them out. RP said the only way that she can be plutonic friends with a man is if he's ugly. Is if he's ugly. Now, wow. So I got a poll tonight, and the poll is, can men and women be just friends? And the answers are yes, no, and if they are ugly. And if they are ugly is in the league with 100%. RP from the ladies iTalk said if he's ugly, they could be friends. If he ain't ugly, it ain't no way. It ain't no way. But April Showers in the house tonight. What's going on, April? How you doing? How you doing tonight? Then Eccentric followed it up with facts. If I'm attracted, ain't no way. Why? Why can men and women not be platonic friends? That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Because in order for you to get a woman, you got to be your friend first. So why can't men? So yeah, look. I think we already know a lot of women are saying no. If the man is attractive, then they can't be just friends. So what about a man would okay, so if men and women can't be just friends, then why is there such thing as the friend zone? So when men get in the friend zone, should they just know to just leave it alone, leave that woman alone? I don't understand. I don't understand the science behind men and women can't just be platonic friends, even if they're attractive. Is there something about an attractive person that, I mean, you have no self control, ladies? Because it's mostly ladies that are saying that it's not possible. So when your husband when you're in a married relationship and your husband sees you communicating with another man and it's not about business, should there not, I mean, once people are in a committed relationship, should all friendships with the other sex cease? Should they end? People that you may have grown up with all your life that you have no thoughts of, any romantic thoughts about. Are you just supposed to end those relationships when you get a significant other? This is what we're going to talk about tonight. Hit the like button, share this video out, and subscribe to the page. Yeah, I'll put the. Hold on, let's go over to. Let's go over here. People don't want to get on camera. Nobody wants to get on camera and show their face. So yeah, we got the call-in number. call in and you want to voice your opinion over the phone lines, you can do that. Just make sure you have everything turned down in the background. Because if you don't have everything turned down in the background, I'll have to click upon it. But why can't men and women be friends? It doesn't make sense. And men, if a woman tells you that you and her are just friends, should you now just, you know, not, just cut them all the way off? What is it about those dynamics? YWG said, if I think she cute, I got to hit. Wow. If I think she's cute, I got to hit. Eccentric chick. If I'm attracted, ain't no way. Is this the reason why a lot of times married couples only have married couples that are for friends? When people get married, they cease to really be friends with their single friends. Is this why that married couples kick it with married couples? Let's talk about it. I need y'all to tell me because I'm of the belief that a man and a woman can be just friends and have no romantic interest in each other, even if they're attractive. I have to, yeah, there's going to have to be some understanding about this tonight because I don't understand. So that means that anybody that's in a relationship that sees their significant other talking to someone of the opposite sex, they should always be leery. No, I don't believe that. Do you all believe that? Come on now. Come on now. We can't be that shallow. I think that's a shallow outlook to say that you cannot be friends with someone of the other sex and it not be romantic. I don't believe that. We got everybody here. Okay, so April Shower said it'll start out as friends, but eventually, no, something doesn't have to happen all the time. No, 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 April Showers. I ain't go. You guys ain't been over there. Go check out April Showers Network. Go check out April Showers. She has a lively discussion. She's got some very, very nice videos. Go over there and check her page out. But no, nothing has to happen. Nothing has to happen. Why does something eventually have to happen? It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. Century said the friend zone means we're never going on a date. Wow. That ain't no friend zone. If that's a friend, I don't even want to see what you do to your enemies. A friend zone means we're never going on a date. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Come on, eccentric. Come on. I think it's very shallow that some people cannot be friends with the opposite sex. And it not, it's just, we just cool. We go out and drink some beers. Come on now. Men can do it. Women cannot. Why is it that men can be plutonic friends with women, but women cannot be plutonic friends with men? This don't make sense to me. Carmel Sweet said it can't work if the two set back. It can't work if the two set boundaries. It can work if the two set boundaries from the jump. I've had female friends that I wasn't trying to smash. We're gonna talk about this tonight because yeah, I don't. That means that people that are in relationships should be leery if they see their significant other talking to someone else. And I'm not gonna be. I'm not a jealous person like that. That just sounds. That sounds jealous. That sounds like a person that is jealous. If you cannot be friends with the opposite sex and it not be romantic, I don't. I guess ladies can't control themselves. Ladies have no self control. Is that what we're saying? Are we saying that ladies have no self control? Women not have self control when it comes to attractive men. See, the thing about men is we can have a plutonic female friend that's very, very attractive because very, very attractive women they hang with other attractive women. So I don't have to talk to my friend is very attractive. I don't have to want her. She's got friends. You can't. A man cannot have the intent to smash every woman that he comes in contact with. That doesn't. A woman cannot. I don't understand that. So if you do, if a man is the only way that you can be plutonic friends with a man is if he's not pleasing to the eye. That's what you're saying. I don't believe that. I don't believe that either. Score. Where you been at, Score? Scorp, Scorp, I thought I was gonna have to come find you. You asked me for my email. I thought something happened to you. I thought we was gonna have to put an APB out. You asked for the email and then you didn't hit me up so I can give you my contact info, and then you disappeared. I thought something happened. I was gonna have to send some people to North Carolina. Eccentric said he can be attractive without me being attractive. I don't think so, Eccentric, because you just said, you see now you're talking in circles. First you said that you can. Now you're saying that you can. Which is it? Which is it? You can't be both. Which is it, Eccentric? You know I ain't gonna let you get away with that. Come on now. What's going on, Jug? How you doing tonight, brother? Jug, can men and women be just plutonic friends? Men, most of the men in here are going to say that yes, we can be just plutonic friends. Why not? That doesn't make sense. You got co-ed bowling leagues. Now you got co-ed basketball teams. You got co-ed, and I would say that everybody that's on these co-ed teams aren't trying to smash. Everybody just no. Now y'all don't really believe that. I think women are just naturally jealous. Okay. Somebody survived the crash and the truck ran over. Wow. See, that's not even cool. Eccentric said, if I tell you we're just friends, you're like one of the home. No, yeah. Why you gotta be one of the homegirls? Hell no. Hell no. Why you gotta be one of the homegirls? Why can't he just be a homie? He gotta be a homegirl. See, women, yeah, women, y'all, women, y'all, women, y'all cease to amaze me, man. Y'all never cease to amaze me. If he's just a friend, he's one of the home. Oh, hey. YWG said he don't want to be friends. He'd rather smash. Go to the corner, YWG, man. Go to the corner. Yeah, score. Yeah, you can't just be gone like that. We be worried. You know, we all older. We all older. We worried about you when you don't be coming around. Yeah. Juggernaut said, nothing happens. You might get a free feel when you're dancing, but that gets cut. Yeah. I didn't have friends and we was dancing. We was just friends and we was dancing. And she might have got a, she might have got a, I might have accidentally whiffed her with my midsection. And she's like, hey, you can't be, my bad, my bad. We just dancing. We just dancing. Can you slow dance with your friend? Can you slow dance with your friend? Slow dance would it be would there be space in between the two of y'all if you were slow dancing with your friend? But I guess you wouldn't slow dance with your friend. You know, I'm just throwing some stuff. I'm being a contrarian. I'm just throwing stuff out. Oh, you didn't email me. I didn't get no email. Hold on. M-A. No, hold on. Let me check my email because I know I check the email every day to see if you emailed me. Scorp. Let me go into my email. Scorp, I don't have no email from you. Maasapel at gmail.com. That's the email. Aasapel at gmail. Crimes. Come on, don't do me like that, Scorp. Don't do me like that. I know I gave you the right email. See, you go, Scorp. Wait. Wow. Okay. Okay. Juggernaut said we can go out, but you paying for your own stuff. There are women out here. There are women out here that when they go out with their so-called male plutonic friends, they have an expectation that the man is gonna pay for all the drinks. Should that be an expectation if we're just friends? I mean, if I want to buy you a drink, if I want to buy a couple rounds, but should there be an expectation that if plutonic friends go out, that the man has to pay? I think that's a fair question. But I know you said word. If y'all going out as just friends, you paying for your own stuff. That's what Juggernaut said. Like I said, if I go out with one of I got the my homegirl Quest, my artist friend from DC. We used to go to brunch every Sunday. We would go out. That's my home. That's my and no. Yeah, we would go to brunch every Sunday. Kick it in Georgetown. She dudes hollering at her, and I'm in the end, before I left DC, I'm talking to women. I think for men, when men go out to the club or whatever with a woman, with a group of women, more women are attracted to you. That's why men, and even for women, if you're just friends with a nice looking dude and y'all go kick it, some of his friends, he may, and he's gonna be like, no, nah, don't talk to him. He's gonna be like, no, don't talk to her. So no, I have friends of the opposite sex that I'm not trying to smash. You need intel. That's what friends of the opposite sex give you, intel. So no, I'm me. I'm not trying to smash every female that I'm in contact with. No, I'm not. And I think that there's a lot of men that aren't. There's benefits to having you. There's benefits of having the ability to have friendships with people of the other sex. There's benefits to that. There's benefits to that. Excuse me. Carmel Sweet said, I was told men don't want to be platonic friends with a female because he will always want to smash. I ain't trying. No. No. If he wanted to smash, he wanted to smash in the beginning. Now, don't get me wrong. I have tried to talk to a female before, and it didn't. And we still been friends, but it just there was no attraction there. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with yeah. Because I don't want if I'm in a relationship with someone, I don't want them to always be leery if they see me having a conversation with another woman. I don't. Because I'm not trying to smash every woman out here. If you asked me this question when I was in my 20s, I might get a different answer. But I'm not in my 20s anymore. But I have female friends that I wasn't trying to smash in my 20s. I mean, you can have a visual attraction, but I think that that's. I mean, what y'all say? I'm going back to the poll. Got 11 votes. We got can men and women be just friends? We got 36% to say yes, 9% that say no, and 55% to say if they are ugly. Y'all wow. You want what I'm drinking? I'm drinking a martini. I'm drinking a martini. Shaken, not stirred. Shaken. Shaken, not stirred. Wow, it's always something in my cup. Come on now. I have 2 shows a week, 2 drinks. I have 2 drinks a week, 3 drinks a week. Cause Friday, I have 3 drinks a week. Come on now. It's not like I'm on here slurring my speech and yeah, I got. Hey, come on now, quit playing with me, y'all. Ain't nothing wrong with There's benefits to having a 1 drink a day. There's benefits, not a day. I mean, there's benefits to that. But you must do things in moderation. You must do things in moderation. Not what y'all saying. What are y'all saying then? What are y'all saying then, eccentric? What are y'all saying? If that's not what y'all saying. YWG says smash everything and take names. Says the man who YWG, he's living vicariously through us single men. He's living vicariously through us. Cause believe me, he's living vicariously through us. This dude's wild. Eccentric said, we're saying if you're attracted to them, then it can't be platonic. Just because someone is attractive doesn't mean you're attracted. Okay. Okay, I'm with that. But in the beginning, you all were saying that you can only be a plutonic friend with a guy that's unattractive. And that's why, yeah, I don't believe that. RP kicked it out. RP kicked it off with that. Only if they're ugly. Ladies, y'all say, you know what? Ladies, true. A woman does not have to be drunk for her true thoughts to come out. A woman doesn't have to be drunk for her true thoughts to come out. Dang, okay, score. Dang, old habits are hard to break. Come on, man. Eccentric followed up saying, that's just like saying a woman can't see her female friend as attractive without meaning. Y'all can't. Women, y'all, wow. When women do stuff and say that it's, I've been in public with women and women pinch each other's nipples like, girl, your nipples is hard. Y'all do, nah, come on. I mean, but y'all do stuff like that. Y'all will smack y'all's girlfriend. Oh, your ass look good in the, your ass look good in the pants tonight, girl. Y'all can do that stuff. Men don't do that. Hey, bro, that suit look nice. That's about the extent of it. But y'all get the touching. Y'all, I done seen like y'all touch on each other's breasts. Y'all smack each other on the ass. Y'all call each other bitch. Y'all do stuff that men. Roxanne. What's going on, Roxanne? How you doing tonight? We got Roxanne's kitchen in here, man. Go check her food out. Go check out Roxanne's food. If you're in the New York area, hit up Roxanne. Let her know. She'll tell you where she's at. Hit up Roxanne. That food. Scorp, I know you agreeing with the ladies. You're not going to agree with us. I'm doing great, Roxanne. Roxanne, see, I'm gonna ask Roxanne because you know Roxanne is a business owner. She has to be friends with people of the opposite sex, and even if she's Roxanne, can men and women be just friends without any romantic undertones, or can it happen? Said just because we're friends, don't mean you can watch me get dressed. Why not? Why not? Why not? If there's anyone out there, there's a show on TV called Reacher, and it's about a special forces army guy that goes out. And this season, he has like a female. He doesn't really have a partner, but there's a female that he's working with. And there's been several instances where basically they've been naked in front of each other, and he doesn't look at her in a romantic spot. So they're naked, and he's like, can you hurry up, put your clothes on? I see you keep on peeking. Put your clothes on. And the woman makes the comment of, I mean, damn, how can I not peek? And he's like, we're working. And she's like, yeah, but look at you. He's like, we're working. So after they get dressed, she runs up and kisses him and tells him that they're never going to kiss again and all this stuff. She had to get whatever physical romantic feelings that she had to get that out in that one kiss because she couldn't be around that man naked. They were both naked. He wasn't looking at her like in a romantic light. They were working. I guess women just can't do that. I guess women just can't do that. But yeah, if you like good TV shows, go check out Reacher. It's on Amazon. I think it's on Amazon. Yeah, it's on Amazon. Yeah, if you friends, you can still watch it get dressed. They know. It's a whole lot of friend. It's a whole lot of page growing going on. Yeah, get acquainted with everybody. That's what we do. Like-minded people come together and grow your pages. That's what we do. We don't argue over here. You know, some people kind of loud. Sometimes people get loud. It happens. But yeah, we never argue. We never talk down on people. So yeah, everybody in here is cool. So yeah, everybody subscribe. Now, don't do it at the same time. If somebody subscribes to your page, wait at least 2 days, and then add them because YouTube kind of funny about the ad for ad. They think that everybody's just adding for adding. It's not what it is. But yeah, if somebody adds your page, go check them out in a couple days, add their page. But yeah, let's grow. Wow. YWG said in his 20s, everyone was a potential victim. Damn. Everyone? Everybody was a potential victim. Come on. Come on now, man. Now, we got RP back. RP, now you know you can be friends with a dude and he don't have to be ugly. Get the hell out of here. Wow. Caramel Sweet says she tells it like it is without liquor. With liquor, I'll put a little razzle down. Wow. This woman says she's very truthful without liquor, but if you add some liquor, she'll put some. That sounds like a few cuss words, but we'll leave that alone. That's basketball. That's basketball, ladies. I talk. It ain't like I go to the club with my homeboys and I see one of my homeboys and he got a nice suit on. I say, man, you got a nice suit on, and I smack him. Come on now, no RP, no, we not talking about like that RP. That's in a business game. Yeah, outside of basketball, men don't go around smacking each other on the ass. But women touch your titties and touch your ass on a daily basis on each other. And y'all don't think that is weird. Y'all don't think that's weird. But I mean, I don't think it's weird either. Don't get me wrong. Now, when I do see one woman playing with another, I say, I may need to go talk to both of them. No, I'm joking. Y'all can't take everything I say seriously. No, 99% of what I say, y'all can take it seriously. 1%. She gonna say we smack dude. That's only basketball. We ain't going to the club. Say, man, that suit there. Like I said, we're not smacking asses just for the hell of it. And nah, got a nice suit on. I like them. I like them Jordans. Smack you on your head. Nah, we're not doing that. Now, women, y'all can say, oh, you got a nice little blouse on your nipple. That's what y'all do. Ooh, your ass look good in them. Your ass look good in them tights. Women do that. It's what y'all do. And if I'm lying, I'm flying. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Almost Sweet said, my friend groups, we are very comfortable with each other, and we know that there's no lusting. Ain't no lusting, but y'all still be titty touching and ass grabbing. Men ain't doing that in no shape, form, or fashion. Men ain't doing that. Basketball court, that's one thing. But other than the basketball court, you're not gonna see men smacking each other on the ass. No. So okay, it was a good try, RP. It was a good try. I give it to you. It was a good try. But no. Y'all touch on titties wherever. Y'all go in the dressing room with each other. Girl, look at Victoria's Secrets I got on. You think it's look? Yeah, that's what y'all do. I've been to Victoria's Secrets with my ex, and there's women that go. Now they wouldn't let me go back in the dressing room or nothing like that. But yeah, they let the women go back in there and oh yeah, it looks good. But I couldn't go back there and be like, yeah, baby, yeah, I like that. No, it couldn't. No, she had to go back there and put it on and take a picture. You like this? When I could just go back there with her. But nah, it's a lady store, and men are frowned upon going to the ladies' dressing room. So yeah, don't do it. Wow, he gay? If they ugly or he gay? RP, she's not taking no. RP standing on business tonight. If they ugly, damn it, he gay. So damn, so RP, if you're with a guy and you're not romantically involved, or then he's gay or he's ugly. I don't believe that, RP. I don't. I don't believe that. You don't believe that either. She said, Chroma don't want anybody looking at them bitties. But my female friends can see me get dressed. Hell, I'll model some lingerie too, but not with my male friend. See, that's not equal opportunity. There's nothing equal about that. That's not an equal friendship. If your friend, your male friend that you're not thinking about having sex with, why can't he see you in the lingerie? Why not? Why not? That might change how we get. I mean, that might change how you look at you. See your bosoms and couch cushions and everything hanging out there. Yeah. Roxanne said a man and a woman can be friends. She got male friends, and we don't even have sex or nothing. And I think it's safe to say that not all of Roxanne's male friends are ugly. I'm pretty sure that some of those guys that Roxanne says are her male friends, I'm pretty sure some of them are attractive. You ladies, you just don't understand. You gotta have a male friend. That's your intel. Yeah, you ladies that say y'all can't be friends with a man, y'all diabolical. Ladies are diabolical. It's like so basically, if the man is not your man, then he don't even need to be around you at all. RP, that ain't no fun. That's not a fun existence. That's not fun, RP. That's not fun. I got some articles pulled up too. Y'all know me. I'm gonna get clinical with it. And women can't be just friends. That's the name of this article that's on scientificamerican.com. Researchers asked women and men friends what they really think. And they got a lot of very different answers. And we're going to see some of the answers that they got from these ladies. And some of them. Can heterosexual men and women ever be just friends? Few other questions have provoked debates as intense, family dinners as awkward, literature as lurid, movies as memorable. Still, the question remains unanswered. Daily experience suggests that non romantic friendships between males and females are not only possible, but common. Men and women live, work, and play side by side and generally seem to be able to avoid spontaneously sleeping with each other. However, possibility remains that this apparently platonic coexistence is merely a facade, an elaborate dance covering up countless sexual impulses bubbling just beneath the surface. Is that the truth, people? Research suggests that there may be some truth to this possibility that we may think we're capable of being just friends with members of the opposite sex, but the opportunity or perceived opportunity for romance is often lurking just around the corner, waiting to pounce at the most inopportune moment. So when you have friends of the opposite sex and you're just platonic friends, is that like a safety net? So if something happens, you can lean on this person that you know that you're comfortable with, that you've been around, that you know how uh, they act towards the opposite sex. I mean, is that what this is? In order to investigate the viability of truly platonic opposite sex friendships, a topic that has been explored more on the silver screen than in the science lab. Researchers brought 88 pairs of undergraduate opposite sex friends into a science lab. Privacy was paramount. For example, imagine the fallout if two friends learned that one and only one had unspoken romantic feelings for the other through their relationship. So then it goes into, I'm gonna skip a little bit. It says the results suggest large gender differences in how men and women experience opposite sex friendships, which we know. Women are more emotional, so there's going to be more of an attachment. I'm before I even go any further on this, because this is my first time reading this article. Before I go any further, I think it's safe to say that a lot of the women have feelings. Now, the men maybe not so much, but let's continue. Men were much oh sh- men were much more attracted to their female friends than vice versa. I was wrong. Men were more attracted to their female friends than vice versa. Maybe I'm just different. Men were also more likely than women to think that their opposite sex friends were attracted to them. A clearly misguided belief. In fact, men's estimates of how attractive they were to their female friends have virtually nothing to do with how those women actually felt. And almost everything to do with how the men themselves felt. Basically, males assumed that any romantic attraction they experienced was mutual and were blind to the actual level of romantic interest felt by their female friends. Men, too, were blind to the mindset of their opposite sex friends because females generally were not attracted to their male friends. They assumed that this lack of attraction was mutual. So the women, they didn't find the men physically attractive. So we're just friends. Like eccentrics and RP said, if he's ugly, we can be friends. But the men who were ugly or perceived to be ugly were still attracted to their friends. Wow. I'm learning something, you all. I'm learning. As a result, men consistently overestimated the level of attraction felt by their female friends, and women consistently underestimated the level of attraction felt by their male friends. So basically, what these doctors found with the subjects of their study was that men who are friends with females are lurkers, lurking for opportunity. And the women that were friends with opposite sex were just friends. But those women that were friends with people of the opposite sex generally thought the men were unattractive. I guess there's some science to what RP said. They assumed that this lack of attraction was mutual. As a result, men were also more willing to act on this mistakenly perceived mutual attraction. Can I come upstairs? That is the misperception. Oh, go home. Can I go upstairs? No, go home. Both men and women were equally attracted to romantically involved opposite sex friends and those who were single. Hot friends were hot and not friends were not. So the attractive dudes were attractive and the dudes who were unattractive, you were still unattractive even though you were friends. And yeah, men. However, men and women differed in the extent to which they saw attached friends as potential romantic partners. Although men were equally as likely to desire romantic dates with taken friends as with single ones, women were sensitive to their male friends' relationship status and uninterested in pursuing those who were already involved with someone else. Women don't generally want to hurt women. Some women are diabolical; they don't give a hell. But generally, if a woman, but I mean, I'm different. I don't want someone that's in a relationship. There's too many women out here that are single. Why would I want someone that's taken when there's women out here that are not taken? That's me. I guess I'm different because a lot of the men want their taken friends. Go check out Roxanne's Kitchens page. She put the link up. Go check her out. Subscribe to her page. Check the food. I'm telling you, check the food videos out. She makes different. You're not just going to go over there and see bacon and eggs. You're going to see lots of different ingredients, lots of different fruits, lots of different vegetables. She puts it all together. Go check out her page. Century, I guess we were talking about dancing, and Century Chick said, I don't even think I've touched my friends. Like, yeah, whatever. We're talking about ladies touching titties, and yeah, you have. Get the hell out of here. All women do it. All women do it. Get the hell out of here. All women do that shit. Exactly. I've definitely sent the lingerie. You should get the you should send that lingerie pic to your male friend. He gonna give you confirmation. Cause your female friend might be like, good. She might think you look too good and then be like, nah, that don't look good. You know, some of y'all ladies are haters. Oh, Caramel Sweets, Caramel Sweets, you sending lingerie pics to your friends too? Wow. Chantel gonna clap her hands. Women, boy, I tell y'all, man. Real is on here. Hey, Miss April, how you doing tonight? How you doing tonight, Miss April? Wow. Carmel said she'll send herself in the lingerie to her female friend, but to her male friend, she'll just send a picture of just the lingerie. Get the hell out of that! I can't give you a perfect. If you just do that, then I can't give you a perfect synopsis of what I think it looks like on. I need to see it. I need a front picture and I need a back picture. Wow. Eccentric says sometimes you can become platonic friends after sex. That means the sex wasn't good. Yeah, if you get the sex and she don't give you the sex no more, but y'all still cool, she want to be cool with you, but she don't want to let you down hard. You know, the ping gong wasn't pinging. Ping gong wasn't pinging. Her Let's continue. Results suggest that men, relative to women, have a particularly hard time just being friends. What makes these results particularly interesting is that they were found within particular friendships. Remember, each particular each participant was only asked about the specific platonic friend with whom they entered the lab with. This is not just a bit of confirmation for stereotypes about sex hungry males and naive females. It is direct proof that two people can experience the same relationship in radically different ways. Men seem to see myriad opportunities for romance in their supposedly platonic opposite sex friendships, whereas the women in these friendships, however, seem to have a completely different orientation, one that is actually platonic. This has to be a lady that wrote this because everything is the men are chasing the women and we are the hunters. But okay, then it goes into some other information, but nah. Yeah, I'm according to them, men are more smitten in platonic relationships than the women. Yeah, okay. We're coming up on an hour. We've been talking for an hour. Shouts out to everybody tuning in. Shouts out to everybody watching on YouTube, X, Instagram. Tonight's question is: can men and women be friends? Just friends. Nothing romantic, just friends. Is it possible? I got like 3 or 4 articles up there. Now, this article by the Smithsonian, it's on Smithsonian.com, and it says platonic friendships between the sexes are impossible. Research says it's not really possible for straight guys and gals to ever be just friends. Is there always sexual angst between two attractive people? Is there always the underlying sexual angst between two attractive people? It's meant to happen if it's gonna happen. Is it possible? Is it possible for straight guys and gals to ever be just friends? Adrian F. Ward, a doctoral candidate in psychology at Harvard University, writes for Scientific American. A few other questions here. This the Smithsonian. This article is about the same 88 couples in the article that we just read by Scientific American. So they're looking at the same information. Basically, they agree with that slant, so there's no reason to cover that. Okay. Uh-oh. See some action? What kind of action you see, eccentric? Oh, damn, Chantel, you had COVID last week? You had C-19? Oh, man, we're glad you were well. Phew. I didn't even know people were still getting that. I'm glad you well. Glad you well. Scorp, you been in the funk. We're going to get you out your funk. You need to come around more. We'll keep you out your funk. Yeah, people are dropping like flies. Karma Sweet said, my male friends used to do my friends. Dirty and I had to stop that. So I'll keep them separated. Oh. I mean, yeah, but that's what you're supposed to do for your female friends. If they see a dude that they're attracted to and you know that the dude ain't worth nothing, you're supposed to say something. It's just like a dude that's, oh man, dude, she get around. I seen her with one dude. She was in that dorm room. She was in that dorm room too, and she was in that dorm room now. You can do what you want to do, but I'm just telling you, I done seen her in 3 dorm rooms on campus. That's what a good friend is supposed to do. Give you the information. You do with what the you do with the information what you want to do with it. I told you. Do what you want to do, but I told you. Usually still end up being mad at you because something happened. But yeah. What? Roxanne said she has 7 of her friends. You know what? I don't know what's. You know what? Not to get off the subject about what we're talking about, but a lot of people have been passing. Scorp says, I mean, Roxanne Kitchen says 7 of her friends have passed away like nothing. I know for a fact that about 4 people in my age group just this past weekend died in Louisville. People that I know, that I grew up with. I'm not sure what is going on, but something is going on. Because people, like y'all said, people are dropping like flies. I, it's scary. It's scary. It's scary. So I know that these are other conversations that are going on in the comments, and I saw this and I had to comment on it because there's something going on. People been dropping like flies, and that's funny that y'all say that because I've had several friends that have passed in the last week or two. Scorp has had friends that have passed, and Roxanne's Kitchen says she has 7 friends that have passed away. So send condolences to everybody that lost somebody this last week. Yeah, it's been kind of weird. It's kind of been kind of weird. Kind of weird. Almost we said Roxanne, it's the worst when your male friends hold through your friend group. Wow. It's not the man. How can a man hold through the friend group? They have to be willing to give it up. And if it's the friend group, y'all pillow talk. Or was it destined his sex was good and y'all all wanted some? Share and share alike. Some of y'all ladies is with that. Yeah, girl, get you a piece of that. Yeah, some of y'all ladies is like that. Don't play. Don't play. Juggernaut said, not for the man. Exactly. Oh man. Oh man, y'all some wild people. Y'all some wild people. Yeah. Carmel Sweets, next time you go home to New York, next time you in Brooklyn, next time you in Brooklyn, you gotta go to Roxanne's Kitchen and get some of that food. Roxanne got some good food. Next time I go up top, I'm going to check out Roxanne. Eccentric Chick said, it's a mess getting caught in the middle of friends trying to mess around. We still haven't answered the question. Can men and women just be friends? And I think it really depends on the person. We never talking absolutes on this channel. Y'all know that. It's never 100%. But I think that there's a small percentage of people out there that can be friends without any romantic inclinations. And if they do have them, they can not act on them. Self control. I think a lot of people don't want to say it, but a lot of people have a lack of self control. If you can't be around an attractive person and not control yourself, that's a lack of self control. And some people don't have self control. We understand this. We understand this. But the embetterment of society, plutonic relationships are a must. Now we're going to get back to this article by John Gray. Is the idea of pure platonic relationship between non-related heterosexual men and women a myth? For the most part, it would seem that the answer is yes. And the reason is deeply rooted in the evolutionary soil of our species. Thanks to the writings of John Gray, many of us know some of the Mars Venus generalizations, such as men typically use language as a tool for solving problems, while women use it as a way to promote intimacy. Indeed, while other gender stereotypes might be valid, such as it's easier for women to define intimate relationships with men as non sexual than vice versa. Individual differences among people will always provide exceptional cases. Thus, some women might have a more masculine approach to heterosexual friendships than average. And some men might relate to friends in a more stereotypically feminine manner than most. Nevertheless, here's the crux of the matter. Within these boundaries of gender generalizations, the vast majority of post-pubescent heterosexual men will invariably have a sexual desirability reflex upon seeing a female of reproductive age. Basically, what he is saying is that if a man sees something that looks good, he's gonna want it. Kind of like what YWG said. Everyone could get it in his 20s. It is likely that they can quickly get past it and focus on the non-sexual aspects of the male with whom they're relating to. Men can't, basically, he's saying that men can't get past the sexual attraction, whereas women, if there's an attraction, they can get past it to just be friends. Wow, this is a man saying this. This is surprising. I guess it's surprising being that I guess I don't act in the norm. The reasons for these phenomena are intrinsically linked to our species' evolution. On the one hand, sperm is physiologically cheap, extremely plentiful, and constantly replenished. Dang! I've never heard sperm classified like that. Let's repeat that again. On one hand, sperm is physiologically cheap. Men are easy. That's what he's saying. Extremely plentiful. A lot of men got sperm. And constantly replenished. Therefore, the more often and diversely a male spreads his sperm, the more evolutionally successful he'll be. Basically, he is saying that men are put on the earth to procreate and not with one woman. A lot of women are going to say that this article is sexist. On the other hand, are very precious, metabolically expensive, and cannot be replenished. A woman is born with all the eggs she'll ever have. So, whereas sperm is plentiful, eggs are not so plentiful. For the eggs, you can't give everybody the eggs. Men can give everybody the sperm. That's basically what this man is saying. Wow. Okay. Let me catch up on these comments before I continue. Skeeter's in the house. We got Skeeter in. Wow. Skeeter said, Skeeter, she's always gonna come in and she's gonna have something to say. And the first thing she said when she came in here is men accidentally fall into the friend zone and can't break the glass case. Wow. Wow. So man, you fell into the once you're in the friend zone, there's no coming out of it. That has been said twice by the ladies. So men, if a lady friend zones you, keep your coins in your pocket. Juvenile said, if you know a man does like you romantically or for sex, why do you continue to? This is for the ladies, and I'm gonna leave this up until we get some answers. Ladies, if you know a man does like you romantically, or he wants to have sex with you, why do you continue to be his friends? Are you using him? Are you using him for what he's doing, but you're not gonna give the goodies? That's what that sounds like. I need the ladies. I need the ladies to speak up on that. Carlos Sweet said, "Don't no lady want to be a baby mama." I added yeah. I mean, I'm supposed to add the last part. Yeah, I get the last word. I'll add the last part. What the fuck? That's the benefit of doing the show. I get the last word. Not always, but I try. Sometimes I'll let y'all get the last word. Carlos Sweet, put your link up. Anybody that is a anybody that is a moderator, you can put your link up for everybody to click. Moderators, put your links up. Put your links up so people can go check the page out and get some watch hours. Everybody, all the moderators, put your links up. And even if you're not a moderator, put your link up so people can go to your page. But I think, yeah, everybody ain't a moderator. Uh-oh. Skeeter said, just because he likes you romantically doesn't mean you're outright. It doesn't. And that's the same for men. And that's the same for men. And there's nothing wrong with not being sexually attracted to somebody. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong. I think you can be attracted to someone, but not sexually. I think you can be attracted to a person's demeanor, to a person's knowledge, to how a person carries themselves. Sometimes that means more than what a person looks like. And sometimes, ladies, you can see what your man isn't doing through your friend. I think there's a high value on having plutonic relationships with the opposite sex. I will always have female friends that I'm not trying to smash. It's me. And I guess you could say a man with choices. A man with choices, he can be friends with females and not be sexually inclined to, because he has choices. Now, a man that doesn't have many choices and he has a female that's a friend, yeah, those, yeah. I mean, I hate to say this, but those type of dudes get used up. A man with choices, he can be a man with choices can be plutonic friends. That's my belief. Man with choices has more options. So he doesn't necessarily have to look at every woman that he comes in contact with as a conquest. That's how I see it. Juggernaut said romance includes sex. Sex does not include romance. Talked about that. We talked about that last week. What makes good sex? Is it just the sex itself, or must there be romance in the sex for it to be totally satisfactory? And Juggernaut just said that romance includes sex, but sex doesn't necessarily include romance. I don't think the ladies have a firm understanding of that. I think that men and women can be friends, but it depends on the person. I think it's all dependent, all dependent on the two people that are involved. It depends. Yeah, it depends on those two people. Because what's good for one person may not be a beneficial. It must. What I'm saying is, in those types of instances, I jumped over on Facebook to see if there was any comments on there, and somebody shared it. Somebody shared the video, but there's nobody over there. So I guess everybody is over here on YouTube. So that's a good thing. But back to the statement. Does romance does romance does all sex include romance? Do you all agree with Juggernaut TV's assessment? Romance includes sex, sex doesn't include romance? Let's say so the congregation. Text the number on your page, Karma Sweets. Everybody on YouTube gonna have your phone number. Y'all better start giving out y'all email addresses. Don't put nothing on your page. Mess around and be getting text messages from all across America, all across the world. I think that by nature, women are more emotional by nature. Now, there's going to be people that will say different, with this generation. But YWG gonna spam you if you put your email. What you think he gonna do if he get your phone number? What you think he gonna do if he get your phone number? Y'all's logic is crazy. Wow. Okay, so what happened? Is YWG gonna have to order his glasses, his glasses and his t-shirts? Is he gonna have to order this stuff from you through me? Chroma Sweets, if you ain't gonna, is he gonna have to get his merch through me from you? I don't think he's gonna do that. We coming up on an hour and 30 minutes. We at an hour and 22 minutes now. I keep getting tongue twisted for some reason. As the night goes. Been talking all day. Got a big old tongue. Sometimes, don't want to act right. Been working. Tongue been working today. IWG does too much. Y'all know me. If y'all are wondering why this dude got on all white, it's spring. It's springtime. Yeah, it's time for the. It's time to bring the white back out. It's springtime. We've been wearing all these big wool clothes, and yeah, it's about to be all linen, all linen. It's time. I'm tired of wearing snow boots and thermals, and I'm the home base. I'm the home base. Yeah, come on now. I'm where we all come. Yeah, it's the place where we all come together. Right here. And that's what I want from this page. I want people to come in and, man, because we are all here to grow our pages. It's the main point of, interacting and joining and subscribing is to grow your page. And what's better than growing your page with like-minded people who you can come and have a conversation with and then don't turn into an all-out argument. Because, yeah, I say men and women can be platonic friends. There's some people here say no. But we ain't getting to no shout matches or nothing because we got different opinions. No, I mean, sometimes people got information that backs their opinion and they can change other people's opinion because we're all here to learn. So, yeah. Shouts out to everybody that's coming and viewing for the first time. Welcome to the page. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the page. Come back on Thursday. If you really got it, come back on Friday night at 11 o'clock for the section. I think YWG went to bed because you didn't. All y'all been saying YWG and YWG ain't said nothing. So YWG must be asleep. He might be asleep. It's today Tuesday. YWG might be gone. But yeah, hit the like button. Subscribe to the page. Can men and women be platonic friends? That's the question we're asking tonight. I say it's possible. But science says that men in platonic relationships, men are more inclined to be sexually attracted to their female platonic friend. And the women are more likely to not be attracted at all to the men that are. I don't believe that. And the reason I don't believe that is because before the show even started, women said that they can only be platonic friends with a man that they're not attracted to. Well, maybe they're the outliers. Ain't gone that quick score. Scorp, you can just be and the reason that I know that men and women can be plutonic friends is because Scorp is still friends with her ex. Scorp is still friends with her ex. That's what let me know that men and women can be plutonic friends. Now I'm expecting Scorp to come back with some sassy reply in the next couple seconds. So I'm gonna sit here and wait. YWG sneaky? Yeah, YWG is sneaky. Ladies, y'all haven't even let me know if Scorp said hell no. I know that would make Scorp say you're not friends with you. Come on, Scorp, man. You gotta let bygones be bygones. Y'all can still be friends. She don't like that effort. Oh, okay. Carmel Sweet said, I'm friends with two of my exes only because it was me who ended the relationship, but they still want to do. Oh, they want them couch cushions. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Score. Quit playing, score. Okay, okay, Roxanne. Roxanne, can you still be friends with your exes? And I know this is true because I don't have any bad feelings with any of my exes. A lot of my exes still communicate with my mother. It's weird. But yeah. So, lots of times relationships don't end because of some bad things. It's just, people grow apart. But yeah, a lot of my exes are still communicating with my mother. They communicate with me from time to time, but they communicate with my mother kind of, yeah, more than me. My mother be like, I talked to such and such. Like, yeah, she ain't hit me. She cool with you. But I'm still cool with him. Scorp said he need to pay her. So if he give you your money back, then will that change anything, Scorp? Wow. Carmel Sweet says she harasses her male friends on their birthday, and I befriend their next girlfriend. Oh, crowds! Wow. Oh, that's for the exes. Oh, she says she harass them on their birthday and get cool with the girl with the new girlfriend. You a good Carmel Sweet. You a good woman. You and them couch cushions. Wow. Scorp says she holds grudges. A lot of women do hold grudges. I think it's really hard for women to still be friends after a relationship has ended, even if it didn't end on bad terms, because a lot of women got show face for their friends. A lot of women got show face for their friends. You kick that fuck nigga. Yeah, couch cushions. Yeah, it's all about couch cushions. See, couch cushions is not BBL. Couch cushions are not BBL. We said the only one she don't got love for is the fiance. But you lose money, y'all paid for the wedding, and then he said no. Okay, Chantel, get in the house, get safe. Chantel coming home from work. Know she about to come in and have something to say. She been in the background listening. We're gonna go back to the poll that I started. Can men and women be just friends? It's kind of leveling it out. It's kind of leveling out now. You got 47% to say yes, men and women can be friends. You got 13% to say no, and still 40% to say if they are ugly. Women, I know there's women because men are not saying that. I think that's all women votes on if they are ugly. I put that on there, but I'm pretty sure no man has voted for if they are ugly. I think that's 100% all women voting for if they ugly. Because a lot of y'all women have said that throughout this show that the only way you can be plutonic friends with a man is if he's ugly. And Jug and I said, if we plutonic friends and we go out, you're paying for your own stuff. Now, like I said, if I'm going out with my plutonic female friends, I'll buy a round or two of drinks, but they'll buy me a drink too. It's not a one-way street when it's plutonic. You can buy some drinks too for your male friend. A lot of women don't want to. A lot of women don't want to do that. Y'all know who you are. Know who y'all are. But it would be safe to say that women are much more jealous than men when it comes to communicating with the opposite sex. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some men out there. I saw this one video. His girl did say she was going home and going to sleep, and she was in a bar, and he came in, he put a drink on top of her head. But for the most for the most part, I mean, you have to have the ability to have friendships outside of your significant other. I mean, but I have heard a lot of women say, I have heard a lot of women say about their husband, I'm his only friend. Ladies, explain that. Ladies, please explain the statement when somebody asks, does your husband have friends? And a lot of y'all ladies say, I'm his only friend. Please explain that. I'll be sitting right here waiting. See, Roxanne says she can still be friends with her ex. See, I think it's all about the person. Some women do not have that let's be cool gene. Yeah, I think you can, unless you know it ended on bad terms, somebody cheated or something like that, then it's kind of impossible for you to be friends unless you, yeah. But if it just ended amicably, I think that men, you can be friends. I think you can be friends. I mean, some people are even friends after divorcing. That's because they may have children together and it's for the benefit of the children. But I think that people who can maintain friendships, I think those are better partners. And you can say I'm wrong about it, but I think people that can maintain friendships are better partners because it takes work to be a friend. And people who work at being friends, those are absolutely very good partners. Those are good significant others. If you got if your wife or your girlfriend or whatever, she's constantly arguing with other people, what make you think you're gonna be different? Almost Sweet said, if we married, he got three best friends, me and my wow. Carmel Sweet said, if we married, he got three best friends, me and her two hoes. Wow. And you single, Carmel Sweets? Why are you single? You must got the crazy G. You got the crazy G? Because the way you be talking, ain't no way a man gonna let you go. if we get married, he got three best friends, me and my two hoes. Fellas, y'all heard Carmel Sweets talking, man. Well, yeah, what is that? What is that? Once a man gets married, do all female friendships end? And is that healthy? Is that healthy? Scorpio said that's got to be a terrible feeling to have a drink poured over you. Yeah, just like I done seen some dudes get drinks thrown in their face. That's got to be a terrible feeling too. You know, dude wiping the. Yeah, dude poured the whole drink over her head. And then just turned around and walked out. He didn't argue. He didn't fight. He just put the drink on her head, turned around and walked out the club. Go ahead and have a good time. All wet. Carmel Sweet says she is single because she's not looking. She needed to heal from her last relationship. I think everyone has a healing period when a relationship ends. There's always a healing period. I'm still in my healing period, and I ended my relationship almost 4 years ago. I've been single for almost 4 years. I needed that. I wanted that. I didn't want to go out of a relationship back into a relationship, and now I know what I want and I know what I don't want. So it's kind of hard to get into a relationship if there's components of what I don't want in that person. So now that I'm dating. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with dating. In dating, you can be friends, you can meet somebody and you can date them. And it might not be a romantic attraction, but you can still be friends. It might be somebody you want to kick it with, go to a baseball game with, go to have some. I'm a firm believer that not all relationships with the opposite sex need to be romantic. I mean, that's too much for me. I I guess when I guess when you've done everything sexually you want to do, you're just finding somebody that you want to do all that with one person or two. You know, you never know. I just think that in with choices, I think it's easier for them to be plutonic friends with other women. And I don't think it has anything to do with the choices. I just think that attractive people like being around attractive people. Even if the attraction is just it's not there are such things as non-romantic attraction. There are things that's not you can be attracted to someone but not want them physically. You can be attracted to their mind. It could be somebody that you just like when you're around them is positive energy. The good things happen. And that doesn't have to necessarily always be with the person of the same sex. Roxanne says she's never jealous. Ain't no reason to be jealous. That's right. That's right, Roxanne. Jealous for what? What? There's nothing to be jealous. Why would I be jealous of something that you with me? There's no reason. I never understood that. I don't understand. And then the thing about that is, naturally, you want to be with someone that is pleasing to the eye of others. I'm attracted to you and ain't nobody else looking at you. What am I attracted to? Now, the eye is in the beholder, but everybody wants someone that's attractive in their own way. And it don't necessarily have to be looks. Intellect is very, very sexy on a lady. Intellect is very, very sexy on a lady. Yeah, it's not looks. I mean, when you done had dime pieces and you done had nice looking women, I mean, you can get another nice looking. And every man wants a woman that's pleasing to the eye, but it gets to a point where it's about compatibility and it's about happiness. And compatibility and happiness is not always dictated by looks. It just is. It's shallow as well. Looks go away. Person is a person inside and yeah, how they treat that doesn't go away. Looks can go away. Okay, my brother. Yeah, why don't you get your sleep, man? Get your sleep, bro. Get your sleep. Wow, Scorp said she don't want nobody looking at hers. Come on, Scorp. Quit being like that. If ain't nobody else looking at your man, why you got it? Scorp said she don't want nobody looking at her man. Hey, Roxanne, I appreciate you coming in tonight. It's always a good show when Roxanne's kitchen comes in. And Roxanne came in and she connected with everybody in her. So man, Roxanne, yeah, it's I mean, when you come around, you shine. You have a very, very good personality. And you came in and you got everybody talking and everybody to looking at everybody's pages. So Roxanne, please come back more often. We need to see you. You a connector. I like being around connectors. So yeah, get your rest, get your rest, get your rest, Roxanne. You and Carmen Sweets link up this weekend, go have lunch. Y'all gotta do a live. Y'all gotta do a live when Carmen Sweets comes to Roxanne's kitchen. Y'all gotta keep me up to date because yeah, I gotta jump on that live. I gotta jump on that live. So I hope you and Carmen Sweets get the link up, get your rest, get to that money in the morning. Essentially said, who cares what everybody else want to look at? Who cares what everybody else want to look at? Wow. Scorp said, woo, woo. Scorp said, she better not catch you looking. Wow. Y'all, hey, man, some of y'all ladies, boy, y'all cute, but y'all feisty. You feisty with she don't want nobody looking there. Come on, Scorp. Come on, Scorp. When you go in public, you think everybody's Scorp, you just mean. Not be looking at her. She better not catch you look. Wow, Scorp. She better not catch you looking. Wow. Karma Sweet says she don't care about you being, she don't care about you looking. Don't be coming up rubbing on her man's shoulders. Don't try. Karma Sweet, you know you ain't no fighter. You too hard to fight couch cushion. Ladies are funny. Men, we like somebody looking at our woman. Maybe it's a man thing. That's a man thing. Because, you know, women, you all are the trophy. Women are the trophy. White Tiger. Oh, come on. Come on now, Sweets. You Caramel. The name is Caramel Sweets, not Caramel Beats. It's caramel sweets, not caramel beats, man. You ain't fighting nobody, man. Quit playing. Quit playing. I think we've come up with the consensus that it is possible for two individuals of the opposite sex to be just friends. Now, for ladies, that is a tougher task. Just based off the conversation, like in the comments, that's a tougher task for women. Because a couple of these research studies that we read said that when men are still friends with a woman that is not romantically, that they are not romantically involved with, that the men still have sexual feelings in the background. Where women, not so much. But I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Because the women have made it perfectly clear that they can't be friends with a cute guy. They can't just be friends with a cute guy. Name is Scorp for a reason. Scorpions, I mean, Scorpios is nasty in the bed. It's a fire sign. Sometimes y'all can be mean, not to Aries. But yeah, y'all lovers. Y'all, I mean, like, y'all are lovers and fighters. Scorpios are lovers and fighters. That's one thing about Scorpios. Wow. Come on, Caramel. Come on, Caramel. Caramel said he can be cute, but to me, he'll be ugly. Just when I think that, just when I think that y'all are thinking right, y'all thinking on the right terms, somebody say something crazy. Somebody say something crazy. That night wouldn't be right without Carl Sweet saying something crazy. He can be cute to her. He can be cute. But to her, he will be ugly. So you like to tear men down, huh, Carl Sweet? You like to tear men down. Man, he's shining tonight. He's shiny. Oh, Pontoon Jody says she's a scorpion. Fighting them fish. Pontoon, yeah, I got my brothers that come through, but yeah, there's certain ladies when they come in, yeah, it just makes the night. Roxanne, Jody, all of y'all. I love all y'all. Don't get twisted. Don't get twisted. But yeah, Pontoon Jody, can men and women be plutonic friends? I know Jody. Jody always has something very insightful to say. Jody, can men and women be plutonic friends? Now I want to see what your answer is compared to the other ladies in here. And I'm not gonna say how they answered. But Pontoon Jody, can men and women be plutonic friends? Pontoon Jody. Okay, so Pontoon Jody, you got plenty of men. You see, you fish. So see, this is the perfect person to talk to because Jody is a woman who dominates in a male dominated sport. So she has to be able to have male friends. And I would think it's safe to say that Jody ain't trying to smash all them dudes that are her friends. She's not trying to smash all of them. I would say it's safe to say that she's not trying to smash any of the dudes that she got as friends. That can also be a factor in if you as a woman, if you have the ability to have plutonic friendships with men. It can depend on the business you're in, the field that you're in. Because some fields women have to interact with men on a just friend level. Now, these men that are Jody's friends, they might like Jody. But Jody, are you attracted to any of your men friends? That's why she like water. That's why Jody like water, because she's a Scorpio. Hey, Judd, thanks for coming through tonight, brother. See you Thursday. I'll talk to you tomorrow. You got plenty of men friends. We coming up on an hour and 52. We got about 8 minutes left in the show. We got about 8 minutes left in the show. Okay. So Pontoon Jody said, yes, you get to know your place. You have to keep it in the safe zone. No dirty talking or texting. I would never do anything to piss off a wife. So Jody has male friends that she communicates with, and they're married. And she's not overstepping boundaries, but a lot of women don't overstep boundaries because the woman on the other end, the woman on the other end. Jody said, nope, she wouldn't date any of the guys she's friends with. If I was attracted to one of them, I wouldn't be his friend. So they can't be. So they can be so Jody, can they be attractive men, but you're just not attracted to them? Or would you say that they have to be ugly for you? Because a lot of ladies said the only way that they can be platonic friends with a man is if he's ugly, and I disagree with that. I disagree. I disagree. Jody said she wouldn't date any of the men she's friends with. Okay, so if you was attracted to them, why wouldn't they be your friend? They don't like tall. You okay? You like we know Jody. You like tall old farts. We know this. You see Jody. Jody like she likes manhandling her men. That's why she likes old tall dudes. Yeah, Jody said if I was attracted to one of them, I wouldn't. So if you're so women can be attracted to somebody and not be his friend. I mean, so I'm confused, Jody. I'm confused. So we got 16 votes, and we got 50% that say yes, men and women can be friends. We got 12% that say no, men and women can't be friends. And we got 38% that say we can be friends if they're ugly. Oh my gosh. These polls and some of y'all's answers. Jody says she's not messing up her career or name over some man. And that's correct. That's correct. I'm of the belief that, excuse me, men and women can be platonic friends. But barriers need to be set, and barriers can't be crossed. Friendships between the opposite sex can happen. I've seen it. Those are some of the best relationships because you lean on each other for information that you're not going to get from anyone else. And being that this person is a friend, you trust what they're saying to you. There's value in having friends of the opposite sex and not in a romantic way. And if you're a man and you look at every woman as a romantic conquest, you check yourself. And women can't be friends with the man unless he's ugly. You need to check yourself too. RP, don't check yourself. But yeah, we got to get past this notion that we're divided. We're not. We're better in numbers. And that's whether you got a friend that's you married to or you're married and you got a female friend, is man, there's value in it. But with those types of things comes trust. Are you a trustworthy person? There are factors that you have to look in the mirror at. Are you a trustworthy person? Can you be trusted to go to lunch with a coworker that's of the opposite sex? All y'all ladies got work husbands. We never hear about men saying, I got a work wife. All of you ladies have work husbands. Are your work husbands not your friends? Are work husbands exempt? Now, I'm mad that we're talking about this at the end of the show. We may have to go a few minutes overboard, but what is a work husband? He's a friend, correct? Am I right? Am I wrong? Because you never hear men saying, I got a work wife. Pontoon Jody said, because if I'm attracted to him, then it leaves the door open, the door that can be open that I want to stay shut. And that's understandable. You ladies that have work husbands, but you say you can't be a friend, you can't be in a plutonic relationship with a man. What is that? What type of relate? A work husband? Please, I need a lady to. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna let you ladies tell me. Give me your definition of what a work husband is, and I'm about to look up what a work husband is. Work husband. A work husband. 5 signs you have a work wife or a work husband. A work spouse. Wikipedia. A work spouse is a term or phrase that is most used in American English, referring to a coworker with whom one shares a special relationship. A special relationship. Having bonds similar to those of a marriage, early references suggest that a work spouse may not be just a coworker, but can also be someone in a similar field who the individual works closely with from a partnering company. A work spouse has been defined as a special platonic relationship with a work colleague characterized by a close emotional bond, high levels of disclosure and support, and a mutual trust, honesty, loyalty, and respect. Is that what a work husband is? A work spouse is also referred to as a workplace spouse, a work wife, a office husband, a work husband, a husband. In a 2006 survey, 32% of workers said they had an office husband or an office wife. So you all say that you can't have plutonic relationships, but people have work husbands and work wives, and it's a plutonic special relationship. CNN Money article characterized the relationship as having the immediate intimacy of marriage without commitment. One source characterizes the relationships as platonic, close, opposite sex couplings with no strings attached. The phrase is, however, sometimes used for same sex relationships. Hell out of here. A work exactly, Carl Sweets. A work husband is a boyfriend-in-law who doesn't. Oh, no benefits with that work. Work husbands be paying for lunch. Work wives ain't paying for no lunch. You work wives. You ain't bringing no lunch for your work husband, are you? That might be a little bit more than a platonic relationship if you making lunch for two men. You got a work husband and a home husband, and you making lunch for both. Who gets the better lunch, your husband or the work husband? You know what he said? James is messaging me about some guy that is asking to come fish with me right now. I said no. I don't know him. Now he's asking James if he can come fish with me. Yeah. He didn't say, I want to come fishing with you and James. He said he wants to come fishing with you. He trying to put some lure. He trying to put some lure on you. He trying to put his night crawler on your hook. Wow. Skeeter said work husbands pay for lunch and get Starbucks. The only one that's getting the benefit out of a work husband, work wife relationship is the woman. You got a man catering to you at work that ain't getting no skins. Scorp said, I wish him. And then Jody gonna say, me too, Scorp. I wish a, but you wish a woman would pay. Hold on, you wish your husband would pay for. Oh, what? Hold on. I think this is the next show. I think Tuesday we're gonna have a show on work husbands because Chantel said she cooks for her work. Hold on. Oh, my mind is blown. My mind is blown. Chantel said she cooks for her work. Hold on. Hold on. You came here and visited me. You didn't cook for me. You and Crumble Sweets didn't cook for me. You cooking for some dude at work. Oh hell no. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a show on work husbands. We're gonna have to delve. I'm gonna have to do some research. We're gonna delve a little bit further into this work spouse. We're not just gonna look at work husbands. We're gonna look at work wives as well. Yeah, oh wow. Chantel says she cooks for her work husband. Hold on. Hold on now. And he cooks and buys you lunch, and his wife is cool with it. She makes sure I get a. Hold up now. Oh, now. Hold on. Hold on now. What? Carmel Sweet's gonna talk about don't put me in this. I don't have a work husband. Plus, we were guests in your home. You try, yeah. Come next time y'all come on my house, y'all gonna cook. Damn it, Chantel, you should have never told me that. Next time you come to my house, you cook it. When you come back here for the when you come back for the When you and Chroma Sweets come back for the Cincinnati Jazz Festival, y'all cooking the hell out of here. You cooking for some work husband? You gonna cook for your buddy? The hell? Chantel said she cooking for. Scorp said we gonna agree to disagree. Scorp ain't letting nobody cook nothing for her boo. No work wife. No what? I'm tripping. Chantel said she cooks for her work husband. Oh, whoa. And he cooks and brings her food, and the wife is cool with it. What the hell is going on here? Wow. She makes sure you get a plate. She's not a jealous woman. Skeeter said, I almost said, I don't know what that means. Yeah, you know what it means, Negro. Shut up. And then Skeeter gonna say, there's no husband in that nickname, so don't. What the hell? Okay. Chantel said, it's different, Scorp. One has a wife. She got two work husbands. Oh, no. She got two work husbands. One got a wife, and the other got a girlfriend. She don't. Hold on. She don't overstep your boundaries. You didn't cook for me. Get the hell out of here. She got two work husbands. What the hell? Oh yeah, we will most definitely be doing the show on work spouses. That will be Thursday. So yeah, promo for Thursday, we will be discussing work spouses. Because I didn't know that this went this deep. I did not know that this went this deep. I did not know this went that deep. So yeah, Thursday, work spouses, work wives, work husbands. Wow. I'm blown away. That's her wife-in-law. Yeah. Scorp is her wife-in-law. I mean, not Scorp. Chantel is, Scorp says her fist balled up. That's Chantel. Scorp, her fist balled up when that shit came. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no. Wow. But yeah.
Lab Addicts Music
You know what
Group.
time it is? This is Conversations with Maas. Subscribe now.
Work spouses. What do you do for your work spouse?
Man, we watching Maas.
Wow.
Street, man, we call on Maas.
This was a great conversation.
Man, we watching Maas.
This was a great conversation.
Man, we call
I
on
love y'all. Like the ladies, the Nas Appeal family, y'all so Roxanne came through and she added much love to the conversation. But yeah, I enjoyed this conversation with you all. And it was a catalyst to Thursday's show. Work wives, work husbands. Is it cool or not? I'll see y'all Thursday night at 9 p.m. It's your boy Maas.
Lab Addicts Music Group.
Conversation with Maas. See y'all Thursday.
Lab Addicts Music
You know
Group.
what time it is? This is Conversations with Maas. Subscribe now.